Hello, lovely people. How's it going? I hope you are doing good. So, we are on to the trial for Chapter 4, finally. I think everyone was a bit gutted that the last one was just an investigation, but the investigation took so long, it kind of needed just to be its own episode. So, I don't know what the rest of the game is going to be like, because that investigation was long. So, we're doing the trial now. I'm not going to lie to you, going into this, I have absolutely no idea who this could be. I think, which, for the first time, to be fair, I think like the other times I've kind of had an idea or like a theory. Going into this one, I genuinely have no fucking clue. Like, I think it's one of the guys. That's about the extent of it, because everything to me is pointing that they're trying to frame the grape side, which is the girls, and Hajime. It seems like they're trying to frame them. So to me, it's looking like it's going to be one of the guys from the strawberry side. But also, I think that Nikumaru was involved somehow. I don't think this was like a murder. I think that this was a plan. And I think Nikumaru is part of that plan. So I'm not entirely convinced, because also there was the comparison to Sakura and like the fact that like it's meant to be kind of even and stuff. You know, to me, I think there's something like that going on. Whether or not that's actually the case, I don't know, but that is my current theory. So going into this, that's where we're up to. So I'm a little bit concerned, because I genuinely do not know if it is one of the guys to be honest, none of them. It seems like none of them. So whoever the fuck this is gonna really fucking baffle me, because I don't know how, like, this could even happen at this point. Like, oh, so yeah. So this is gonna be, this is gonna be a trial. Right, let's dive into it. Let's continue with where we left off, which I'm fairly certain was just literally at the start of the trial. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, actually, I have picked up a few skills now, because now I know actually how to get them. So I do have a couple of skills, which is nice. That we actually have skills we can use. So I'm just gonna equip them all. Unless they make things worse. I don't think so. I'm gonna be interested though to see how much easier this is gonna get with actual skills equipped, because yeah, it's already quite tricky. Let's just dive straight in. Let's just go straight in for it. Oh. Just realized I've done something wrong.
Let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Or not. There we go. Yep. Sorry. Had the wrong setting on. Danganronpa's like on its own setting on my OBS, so good job, G. But yeah. Okay, let's go.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
What if I don't know? Because that's what I'm seriously concerned about at this point. Because I don't fucking know. Oh.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go. Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Poor one of me.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
Poor Monami just gets tormented every time.
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
Oh, I need some character growth from Akane desperately. I'm hoping this trial will provide it. I don't think it's her. It can't be. They had such a close bond. There's no way.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
I definitely think it's one of the lads. I just don't know which one, because I'm gonna be disappointed if it's any of them. I'm gonna be so gutted, because like, two of them are my favorite characters, so I'm gonna be fucking devastated if it's them. Oh, this isn't even funny. There's like a lot on the line today. It's not even funny.
I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Okay, fair enough. Okay, got it. Totally believable.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Ugh.
Hey, Why don't we try going over the incident?
It's not him. If it's him, I'm quitting the game. I'm quitting the game. If it is actually him and he gets executed at the end of this, I am done. Like, I'm not playing anymore. I am so gonna be done. It's not, they can't do that to my boy. He's been through enough. That's not even funny.
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower for Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Honestly, I do like Kazuichi, but I kind of want it to be him. If it was going to be any of them, I wouldn't be that sorry if it was him.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
He needs to redeem himself with Hajime. He's pissed. He's like ruined that relationship.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What a saying, my god.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
These two can never end up together. If they actually end up together, no. No.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Okay.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate,
Oh boy.
we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
I love Gundam. If it's him, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be fucking set, by the way. Oh, it better not be him either. Oh, I'm so worried. I'm so worried. I need someone to start giving me hints that it's them so I can start believing. Because I genuinely have no clue. This is really worrying. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
I agree with that. I think it is as well. But we've got to prove it.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
Excuse me, did you not see the previous trial? She obliterated them two. Like, that is not how this game works. Did you clearly didn't read the file about Toko, did you? Like, you clearly didn't. Akane, okay, you need to educate yourself.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Yeah, she is my least favorite character, I will say that. I don't know. I feel like no one in the comments has really been defending Akane, so I feel like, I don't know if it's like a general consensus about her, but yeah, she is my least favorite character. Like, I just don't like her that much. She's just too abrupt and like focuses on just really weird things, and yeah, there's just not been enough character development to make me like go like, ah, like, yeah, she's, you know, I'm just kind of like, she's just kind of annoying. Like, I feel kind of bad, but yeah, like, she's probably one of the least developed characters, I would say, in both games that we've played.
Oh, now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Yeah, you're telling me.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
So do I.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Sassy Nagito, I'm kind of living for it a little bit. I mean, I don't like how mean he's been to Hajime. You need to back off, my boy. But I do like that he's got a bit of sass to him, because I feel like it's just, he's no longer on this one-track mind about hope. It's kind of like there's a bit more to it, and I quite like that. I really liked playing him, actually, apart from that horrendous room puzzle. But I did quite enjoy playing him. I kind of want to do it again. I hope we get to do it more, but we probably won't.
Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
The zoom in.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You could totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking? It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wire all on the floor, tripped over pillar, new looking hammer. Oh, it could be like any of them. Now I'm gonna remember how to play.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
I'm presuming he thinks it's
That
the
pillar,
hammer.
huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Oh, I'm presuming it's new looking hammer actually.
If
It
it
might
was
be this.
unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
Let's go for that.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Yeah, we don't know
The
that either.
weapon is decided.
Oh god. The hammer in the tower was the weapon, like he said, but it looks like that's the case, but...
And beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
It's good start. We're on to a good start.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
No, I don't think it was either.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
Don't already, please.
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body. Just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
True.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Yes, Furihiko! Love you, dude. What a legend. Oh, what a legend.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
Also, there wasn't any, like, crush marks. You'd think that, like, he would have had, like, indentations or, like, crush marks from where someone's trying to hit him with a hammer, but he didn't. His head was, like, removed, but he didn't have anything that says he's had, like, a blow from a hammer, so it just doesn't seem very likely. Yeah, I agree.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What a name. Okay, that's redeemed her a little bit. That's quite funny.
Baby gangster? Me?
What a nickname.
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
Kazuichi, you need some serious character development next time, dude, because this chapter, I've liked him up until this chapter. This chapter, he has pissed me off. He's been on a warpath to making me not like him.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Oh, I love Gundam.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That is the question. I actually don't know.
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Well, the pillar did. The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something at the crime scene that had oil on it, the broken pillar?
I see.
The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
How? How? God, when we're recreating this at the end, this is gonna be wild.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Yeah, it's true. Like, we tried to pick it up, but we couldn't, so...
Why?
Well, you tried and you couldn't pick it up.
We tried to move
Yeah.
it, right?
We tried it. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy.
It was.
There's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
He could have lifted the pillar potentially, yeah.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
No, I think he is definitely part of the plan, but I think that I don't necessarily think he just like gave up and wanted to die, because he almost died and then was kind of given a second chance, and he seemed really grateful for that and really happy about the robot body and the situation he was in. He wasn't like distressed or anything about the fact he was a robot, but they obviously were in quite a desperate situation. So I don't know how that's going to tie in, but yeah, it's a really weird one. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. One of the most gutting fucking chapters. Sakura, the legend herself. Oh, that was gutting, that one was sad. And also, interestingly, a locked room that people couldn't figure out. Like, couldn't figure out how the murderer had gotten in, you know. Yeah, so we've got a similar thing with like a locked room again, and yeah, there are definitely parallels. Like, it's interesting. I think up until this point I didn't really realize the parallels, but actually, like, this case has made it very evident there are a lot of parallels, which is weird. It's weird. See, I feel like this is backing up my theory about all this being some kind of simulation, and they're using the previous pattern of what happened and kind of putting them in situations where that pattern can then be enforced again, interestingly. So yeah, I don't know how, but I do believe that the first version, aka the first game, is influencing this game somehow, but I still haven't really quite figured out why. But I'm still convinced that this isn't quite real, but I don't know, we'll see. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit suicide.
But that's a problem.
I'm trying to say his name right.
If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
I mean, you could hit him into it, I think.
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
I really like Sonia as well. Let's see. Pillar fragments and a broken doorknob. Okay.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
I mean, that would make sense
They
with
aimed
the...
right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
The killer murdered Nekomaru by tipping over that pillar. Is that really it?
Beating him with it is...
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
I don't know whether or not that would support it or not, but...
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Yeah, that is actually true. We actually did say that before, I remember now.
Huh? Fragments?
Yeah, that's true. And he was like kind of off to the side.
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
So it's likely that the pillar fell over before he died, because then he landed on them, yeah.
If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Even his voice sounds different. Like, it sounds like really, like, not excited. Like, a bit, like, lower than usual. His mood's definitely shifted.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
Oh, see? Is it? Oh!
You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter.
Interesting.
What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
Holy shit!
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
His attitude has changed. Oh my god, finding out Hajime didn't have a talent has like fucked him up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you?
Fuyuhiko asking the right questions. Agreed. What the fuck is going on?
How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
We all want to know.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
What do you mean?
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
Oh, of course, yeah, because he's the only one that actually has cleared it. Well, apart from actually someone else could have cleared it, which we don't know, to be fair. Well, someone else would have cleared it, actually, because... Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point. Someone else would have cleared that room. We have some stupid people So we can rule out a good chunk of the people here, because there's no way some of them would have been able to solve that room. Absolutely no way. And also, they wouldn't have even had Monami to help. And, like, Nagito struggled, and he's intelligent. So, like, there's a few people here that genuinely we could cross off doing this, because just from that room alone, because you can't strong-arm that room. So that's interesting in itself.
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
Oh, it's something we've seen?
We've seen it?
Have we?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Oh my god.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Oh.
It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
I love Gundham. Oh, the voice acting is just the best.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
Oh, I love the friendship between these two. It's so cute.
I see.
Stop. It's adorable. I love it. I love it. So cute. Look at the blush on his face. Bless him. Oh.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Good. I hope you don't like it, and I hope you're just miserable over there. Let them two be happy.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
I feel like I need to do a tier list one day of all the Danganronpa characters once I've played all the games. So we can just put all the ones in F tier.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Oh, God.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
Nagito is really guiding today, honestly.
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
That little roast, that was unnecessary. You just roasted him like a chicken. Leave my boy alone. It's not his fault. And also, there's more to Hajime than you think. There has to be. I don't believe this. You know? There's something else about Hajime, you know?
Except for Hajime?
Because he was in that class, and that was mentioned at some point, but I can't quite remember the connection, but he was in that specific class that's been mentioned before. So there is more to Hajime than we know, and I'm excited to find out what it is.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Oh, poor Hajime.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Yes, Sonia.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
What? Sonia, what is happening? The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Oh god, did I? Did I? Oh no, I don't remember. Strange feeling in the tower. Let's see what the options are.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time we've been thinking the two towers are the same building, but if that was the only mystery, there's no way Nagito would mention it here.
In truth, are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong! Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
For God's sake.
Doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry
Went around,
Hall.
didn't it? Yeah.
But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh shit! Oh!
Then how about this?
Sonia said no!
Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
What? Who? When?
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower?
That doesn't make any... Sonia, no, that doesn't make any sense.
But we should have all been together during that
We
time.
were.
Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it.
Monokuma, that's not part of his rules.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
Like, the entire crime scene would have had to be moved. That doesn't make sense. Sonia, no, you're smarter than this.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Well, alright. Alright. Ooh, okay, hang on a minute. One of those.
There are many different ways.
Oh,
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
bloody hell.
The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Come on, come on. Sod it hell.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm thinking it's to do with the
Seems you have
oil.
forgotten.
Why does it only do one
Monokuma
direction?
is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Oops. Okay, I need to figure out which one it was.
There are many different ways.
I think it's all on the floor.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. Everything at the crime scene.
Ooh,
Allow me to cut through those words.
okay. I was like, it's not that one, it must be that one. But I thought it was all on the floor because the oil moving doesn't make any
Body and
sense. Because it,
pillar
like,
is
moved,
possible.
didn't it?
But it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Those ones are the most chaotic. Apart from that and the letters. The letters I hate doing on controller. It's the worst thing ever. Just hoping there isn't many in this trial.
When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
She is shook. She's like...
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's okay, at least she did it in a polite way.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
Yeah. This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse, but we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. Then, the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito.
Oh no! Oh no!
I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Come on, Nagito, you gave me your pants. Come on! We've bonded! It doesn't matter if I'm hopeful or not. God damn it.
Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Oh? Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
To be fair, we were going to. We just couldn't get over there to do so. So, to be fair, we did want to do that. He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about the life-threatening game?
I see.
Yeah.
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
One of the hardest puzzles in the fucking game franchise. I still don't understand that final puzzle. People have left me comments explaining it. I still don't understand. I will never get it. I just genuinely, my brain is just not made for that. I was like, no.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete.
Yes. Oh, is it what's outside that little window?
And there,
yeah,
a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Oh.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Oh.
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
What a legend. I mean, good. Good. That's logical. Good on you, Nagito. I love and hate you at the same time. I have such a torn relationship with him. Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I want to see. And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again.
Oh. Where the fuck is all the forest come from? What the?
I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Yeah. What? Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this picture.
Then let's begin. Shall I call it Thinking time.
Don't you dare come up with a new puzzle. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Select a suspicious spot. Well, I mean, this whole thing looks kind of weird. It's the tower, right?
There's only one tower in the picture. That's what we've been thinking all along. Which means it's not a natural lull, don't you agree?
Crap.
Oh. Well, the forest is kind of weird.
Here!
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
Yeah. Yeah, because if it's at like the top of the trees, I wonder then if we're in the same building and then you've got the corridor and then that's the room where Nekomaru died and then it like swivels and you do a full swivel and then come back through on like a different level, potentially. There might be something weird like that going on, maybe. So I think.
I see. And is that it?
Nagito said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained in it. Okay. What doesn't make sense in this picture? Well, there's only one other thing to look at, really.
The structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was. Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call.
See, he doesn't need special powers. Hajime is brilliant.
In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
But that makes sense, though, because if Strawberry House is either up or, like, one of the directions, it makes sense why the trapdoor at the end of that led to the other one. So that makes sense, yeah, that they would be in the same building.
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student.
Excuse me, just to interrupt. I've been doing the majority of the thinking round here, okay? Honestly, you need to back off my boy.
Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
Oh, bless him. The other clue? Is he talking about that one time?
Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito? Why are you here?
Because I showed up.
You showed up? How did you even come here?
Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
Yes, he is.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now a hint of figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the third floor, using the photo he took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. All right, let's do this. No! Ow! Oh, it's logic dive. Okay, that's not as bad. Okay, I can't remember how to fucking do it, though. Yeah, look at my life already. I've forgotten how to play. How do I play? Okay, right, let's jump. Okay. Right. That one's jump, isn't it? Okay. Wait, why is that such a big jump? Oh, is it because I've got to do this and build up for fucking speed? Good job, G. I want to actually speed the oh shit, no, don't go into that. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm sorry. This is already going awful. I was like, oh, it's legendary, it won't be a bitch. Never mind. Never mind. I suck at this as well. Oh, what? You can't just bippity pop them out of nowhere. We're trying to, oh my God. Why? Why are you doing this to me? This is awful. We're not even gonna get to the fucking question. Right, does strawberry both exist? They exist. We know they both exist because we've been in them at separate times. So they definitely exist. Imagine if it's that they don't exist. Oh no! Okay, I thought it was gonna be one of them. Oh my God, it's like things appearing last minute. Fuck off! Why? Oh! Fuck's sake! I'm gonna so be dead by the end of this. Oh, why? What is this? Question 2. Are Strawberry House and Grape House in the same building? Okay, so they're in the same building. They're in the same building. That's what we think. They're not in the same building. Okay, good. Yeah, they're definitely in the same building. Okay. Oh, I don't do driving games because I'm shite at them. I just stay in the middle. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was probably a mistake. Oops. I'll be alright. Oh my God. What is this? Why are they popping up out of fucking nowhere? I don't have the reflexes for this shite. Okay, question 3. How is Strawberry House positioned? Oh God, my brain. I think... That one? I think. Nope, I meant the other way. I meant that way. And my brain just completely... I'm so frazzled right now. To be fair, I've only had 2 hours sleep. So forgive me. My stupidity. I just panicked, okay? Of course it's vertically. I'm an idiot. God, don't you dare leave me any comments being like, oh my God, she didn't know which way round it was. Leave me alone. Oh, thank God. That was awful.
It's all coming together.
Is it? I don't feel like it is. I feel like I'm doing worse than ever.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Yeah.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the 2 houses aren't 2 different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Where Strawberry House is located...
I see.
Yeah. I was like, because he would have come... Yeah.
On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap. I never expected that the 2 houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The 2 houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with 2 different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believe the 2 houses were 2 separate, distinct buildings.
Who thinks of this shit? You know? Like, who thinks of this kind of shit?
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse,
Wait, it's a fun house.
Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those 2 houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple.
He's such a dick.
Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Mate, you need to get your priorities in order, dude. This man, honestly. Right, let's see how we're gonna disagree with him this time. What have we got? Okay.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
What? Okay, well that's not...
You mean a fake body?
For God's sake.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundham!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
Oh my god. She's so
So
godly
which
for
one was a
Gundham.
fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I think it's gonna be the Monokuma File 4, probably. A dummy of Nekomaru's body existed. Does that mean the killer prepared it in advance? But is something like that even possible? I don't think it is.
Actually a dummy.
No, that's wrong! Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
His own account. His own account. This boy is so dumb. It's definitely not him. He's too stupid.
Me?
This dude, for God's sake.
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
It's not just that. The parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Oh my god, he's gonna be devastated that she's just accused him.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke.
She's not amused.
You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer.
He's definitely not the killer.
If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
This trial has been a hoot so far. Oh my god.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
What, an elevator? A device like that? A device that transports things to different floors in the same building? Well, they just said it, an elevator. I feel like I've seen that before. The elevator. Alright, let's do this. Oh no, what are you making me do? No! No! Oh, please, please. Okay, oh god. For fuck's, is it elevator? Is it elevator? Oh my god, I've got to remember how to fucking play. Oh my god, I don't. Okay, wait, I think I can just do this. Which one is it again to make it go? Oh, okay, wait, let me try this. I think it is... It's gonna be elevator. Yeah. Why are you giving me so many fucking E's? Now I'm gonna remember how to spell elevator. Hang on. Ellie. Now I'm gonna figure out how to spell elevator. No, that's not right. I need a V, I think. There it is. An elevator. I can go. Oh! Oh. Hang on. This, Oh! Oh, shite. Oh! Oh! Get me out of here! Oh my god! I've never been so glad to get onto a word so quickly.
Must be talking about an elevator.
Thank God! I hate that one. Like the other trial, we had to do like 3 of them. That was so shit.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Well, it was said that the elevator that we've been using to go between houses was doing a 180 on itself. So, like, it was going and then would 180 and come back. So, if this is doing the same thing, it would kind of make sense.
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator.
Which is why it gets locked off.
Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower?
I'd presume just to try and throw us.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Well, the doors could just be attached to the hallway, not the actual elevator itself, I'm presuming.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
It was.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the 2 towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. There shouldn't be anything strange about them, not even the fact that they moved with the elevator. The one thing that they all have in common, were they were all on the floor?
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about the elevator. Only the floor moves?
I see!
Yeah, it just goes up and down, is what I guess. And
So
maybe
that's it.
turns?
The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Yeah, it's not like a closed door. It's not like a proper elevator, because you can't, like, no one's been in it while it's moved, have they? So, yeah.
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design.
Yeah, which makes sense, because then it, like, it's just attached to the bit of the building that's attached to that door that is attached to the wall. It's not the walls or
And
anything
on
they're
the fourth
moving.
floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show. Why was something like that necessary?
Well, they built the building with the weird shapes just so we didn't know. To throw us off that they were in the same building, so it's just to throw us off.
So we'd falsely
Yeah.
believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified.
Yeah.
It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
Yeah, it was deliberate. It makes sense.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
If you haven't caught on to that by chapter 4, you've not been paying attention.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What? What?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
Oh, please. I don't need to see that.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Tower, Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all, huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Well, I guess it's quite important. We've spent like fucking half an hour on it. Like,
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
well, I guess so, because it might tell where they've come from. And at the moment, there's 2 areas that they could have come from, but it would narrow it down to 1.
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
So the fact that they knew the structure of the building, is because they clearly got the ultimate weapon, which means they clearly solved the puzzle, which probably... Obviously, the guys from Strawberry House had open access to that room, whereas the Grape Tower didn't. But to me, it feels like, why would you... If you're from Grape Tower and they went over to Strawberry Hall to do that, and then found out they could travel to Grape Tower, and then Nekomaru came over, why would they then lock off Strawberry Tower and then just be in Grape? Like, it seems weird that, like, they would stay in the place where they'd be most suspected. So to me, I'm like, it just makes sense that the killer's from Strawberry, because they're gonna want to put the spotlight onto the Grape Tower people, because that's where the murder happened. So if they sealed it all off, it's like, oh, well, Strawberry couldn't get there in the first place, but obviously they know different. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm still placing my doubt on the lads, but apart from Hajime, but yeah.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundham, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I'd completely forgotten about that matter. Well, if the fact it 180s though, right?
Moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator.
Oh god, right, okay. Well, that might be why it 180s itself.
Which means The houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
I agree. What does this mean? If the two houses are connected vertically, the position of the tower should be the same in both houses. But the fact when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How can I break through this contradiction? Okay, let's see. Contact elevator. Presumably it's gonna be the elevator.
If the two houses are connected vertically.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Yeah.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning...
It's clearly contradictory.
I'm trying to remember what Kazuichi's account
with this
was.
iron curtain of teamwork?
So Gundham and Sonia have matching arguments. It sounds like it makes sense, but is that really correct? I'm trying to remember what the... Oh, handbook menu. What Kazuichi's account was. Akane's was the rumbling noise. His was... him walking. There you go. The compass's needle spun 180 degrees while he was inside the contact elevator. So I think it's going to be his account. Oh, I've just gone off it. Oops.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
No, that's wrong.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, I know there's two trials. Like, I'll try them because it could kind of work for both.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
This dude, you have so many clues, my dude.
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side, which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
Clever.
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, it is a fun house.
Well,
Yeah.
a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know.
So it kind of does make sense.
And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
There you go.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Oh god, Nagito, it's like watching paint dry sometimes. It's like scratching your nails across a chalkboard, my dude. It's painful. What an octagon means. Okay, that's 8-sided.
I see.
So I get that.
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yes, it is.
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah, that's the one. Reserve course. Reserve course. We need to remember that because I wonder if there's going to be something more to it.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Metal Gear Solid. I'm joking. I'm sure there's a character called Octagon in Metal Gear Solid. Might be wrong, but I'm sure there was. The place befitting the name Octagon, it's probably... Well, that's only got... Has that got 6 sides? Grape House is the octagon, but isn't Grape House six-sided?
Crap!
Well, what? Well, nowhere is technically... What? Nowhere's an octagon. I'm gonna have to click them all, aren't I?
Crap!
I don't actually know. What the fuck?
Here!
I just had to look that up because I could not figure out what the fuck they meant.
Talking about the secret room surrounded by
I was
concrete
like...
in the depths of the final dead room.
I was so stuck. I was like... I've literally got no HP left. I was like, what? I'm so gonna die during this, by the way, but it's fine. But I was so confused. I was like, I clicked that. And then, yeah, and then it was like top of Grape House. And I was like, I clicked Grape House. But no, it wanted the top of Grape House specifically. Of course it fucking did.
Why is that place the octagon?
Got no fucking clue, dude.
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house?
Yeah.
If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Right.
The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead
Yeah,
room.
because it's the 6 and then you add the 3 for that, right? Okay, yeah. I was like, math ain't mathin', dude. And then I realized, no, it is mathin'. It's just really weird maths. But yeah, it just makes sense.
In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery.
See, this is what I mean. It has to be someone fucking intelligent. Like, someone smart. There are certain people this is not going to be, because they will just not have known to do this. So, yeah, it's going to have to be someone smart.
And then thought of a way to kill, making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon. So they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Me and Hadre just like, huh? The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon? What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer that did that? I still don't fucking know. All I know is I can eliminate certain people because they just either too dumb or they wouldn't have done it. So it's only like at this point, you know, it could be fucking anyone. Apart from someone who's dumb or, you know, Nagito probably. This trial has been taxing, man.
Hiya!
Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. I can already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. Hee, I'm already used to the insults and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious Stifatly?
I think.
That's much more straightforward than I expected. Stifatly, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. Ha! The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all 3 of these would be... Ta-da! Stifatly! There's a fat hidden in there.
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
What? Okay. Here we go. Second half of this flipping trial.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
It's going all right, but I still don't know who the killer is, and we've... And I feel like we've done a lot of this trial, and I've never been so clueless up to this point. I don't think a trial has ever stumped me so much, because I just don't know. Like, I feel like in the first game, by this point, there were still loads of people that I was, like, suspicious of, whereas at this point, I'm not that suspicious of anyone. Apart from maybe Nagito, and then even then, it's definitely not him. So I'm just like, who?
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. My heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! But be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I do. I do. So what I love about playing games like this is you can save it. Unlike gacha games, where if you lose the recording, you ain't going back to play it again. The pain. The actual pain. It's horrendous. And luckily, actually, I've not played a game and lost anything so far, apart from a gacha game, which... But yeah, so I've been lucky so far, but just watch it happen now and I'll be like...
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
From the first game to the second game, that still gets me. I really hope that continues into the other games.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Oh well! She's so blasé.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Well, we don't really have a choice, so...
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
I don't know!
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Oh, interesting. So he no longer wants to be a stepping stone? Fascinating.
Retract?
Damn.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
Oh. What? I don't like the way he's just said that to him. I'm worried!
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can.
Does he think it's Gundam? Does he think it's good? The way he was like, I see. Like a little bitchy, like, I see. I think he thinks it's Gundam. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Why? It better fucking not be. Oh my god, right, but let's continue because we're not going to find out until we actually play it.
Just so you know,
No.
it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
I wish it was Akane. I really wish it was Akane.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Well, that got us in roundabouts at the beginning, so let's see if we can figure it out now.
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh?
My HP is looking diabolical. He was horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, wouldn't the kill that utilized the building structure? So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Right, he wouldn't have been crushed. We know it wasn't a dead battery, and we know he wasn't beaten. Falling?
I see!
Oh, they think he fell?
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Oh.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected.
Especially if he was turned off, though.
Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
Yeah, how would they have done that?
I don't know yet.
That's interesting. Unless it's something to do with the pillar, but that's not very high.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Such an overreaction.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
If Nekomaru died from falling, where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? If I'm gonna reach the truth behind this incident, I need to solve that mystery next. Oh my god. Where would he even have pushed him from? See, I think it is to do with the good night button, but that doesn't explain where.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Oops.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on.
And
Did you
especially if
forget
he
the
was
elevator has a
turned off,
sensor?
though. No.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, yeah, that one, right, it's gonna be that.
The other door won't
Right?
open.
It'll be that. Because the
Which
good
means
night
the
button.
elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
But we know he can be in there when he's turned off. I need to make it clear that so they understand that Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me. Right, yeah, I think I know which one it is.
The elevator is on the... You can't
Right.
go through the door.
It'd be impossible.
Then, after locking they moved the and made use of the...
Hold on. Did you? As long as there's a moving object
think-
inside.
Is it that?
No, that's wrong.
I thought it might... Yes, okay. Good, right, yeah.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
His sleep mode that we knew about, yeah.
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
A way to create a drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru is still in it. Jackie seems to have an idea, but what way could that be? Okay. Chain. Broken doorknob? It could be to do with that, maybe.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No, it's definitely not the
doorknob
oil.
on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
Oh my god! God damn it. If Nekomaru is inside the elevator, how can you create a difference in elevation?
On the floor.
It's definitely not the oil, because that came from him.
The doorknob on the floor seems
This.
suspicious.
I agree with that.
Yeah. My boy, agreeing with my boy. Because, yeah, like, he had wire wrapped around his
Didn't the
feet.
doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Yeah. And it, like, would have got pulled
Might have
off.
been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
Here we go, yeah.
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop.
There we go, yeah.
If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob,
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Oh.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
I think the only blessing in this scenario is that he was asleep.
Too easy.
Oh! Really? Really?
So what if they created a drop? There's no
sake.
way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru
What if
is
he, like, hit
suspended
the
in midair
pillar?
like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
What? See, it might
Even
be
if they
the
suspended
pillar.
Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
I think it's to do with the pillar.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to take back that sleep mode, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay. Hold on, thanks Kazuichi, I think I figured out how the killer dropped Nekomaru. Alright, if I use the evidence, should be able to break through his remarks.
What? Still been in sleep mode, right?
Allow me to cut through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
Oh, he would have panicked.
What are you saying?
Oh, like they fucking timed
even
it so
wake
he would
up?
like move? Oh, okay, actually that is a bit horrible. Oh shit.
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode.
So they put him in sleep mode, suspended him there. Then obviously it would have activated. He would have then woken up, moved, panicked, and then it would have fell. And then he probably hit the pillow when he was falling. Oh, I was really hoping he was like asleep. Oh, fuck's sake.
Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
Oh, that is a bit brutal. Who the fuck has done that?
If you woke up from an alarm
He was such a
and
sweetheart
realized you
as
were hanging
well.
upside down and had no clue why,
Oh.
if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
God damn.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Oh, this is a bit heartbreaking.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power. Oh! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but... Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. Oh, he had already weakened it. If that's what it really was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find. Oh, sorry, I clicked on the wrong button.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Oh.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Oh shit, Kazuichi, okay, I mean, you're a bit of an asshole, but I wouldn't call you that.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
Oh.
If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Never mind. I was trying to be all nice and sympathetic and you've made it weird. God damn it.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
He really does, for fuck's sake.
So thanks to that alarm,
so
Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I can think of what happened was he collided with the pillar. There we go, yeah, that makes sense.
See.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
It is, because the only thing we know so far is that Nekomaru went to Grape House of his own volition. That's the only thing we know about his whereabouts. Apart from that, fuck knows. And like, who even had enough strength to do this as well? Because they would have had to like lift him and stuff. So it must have been someone quite strong as well. It really is whittling down who this could be. It really is. I'm getting a bit concerned because I'm beginning to think Nagito might be right. I really hope it's not Gundham. I have a horrible feeling it is though. Like, I just have a feeling like with that honestly, nothing else has given me that clue more than Nagito going, I see. That has been the biggest hint, weirdly enough. But also, he's quite strong and he's very intelligent. So like, you know.
Then what about the alarm?
But yeah, this is, whoever did this is, it's clever. Clever.
I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
This is one of the best things Akani's ever said.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
So it means it literally happened just before we arrived, right?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Cause even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
Oh.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Well, we still haven't figured out what that giant bang was. And also the alarm going off in Strawberry, right? And we know that was at like 5:30 or something, wasn't it? Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. I wish you'd fucking tell me, because I've got no clue. This trial has thrown me so hard. Radio clock. It could be radio clock.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Could be to do with that.
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
Oops.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest...
Because he said
was
it...
set for 7:30 a.m.
Because he said it was a radio clock, didn't he?
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
This time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Well, that's not
gotta be
accurate, right? Because it's a radio clock, so you can't mess with it. I need to crush one possibility at a time if I'm going to break through this contradiction. Yeah, so I think it could be radio clock at the end.
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died.
This time of death and one of those must...
The killer probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Yeah, I know that is not right, because he's told us it was a radio clock himself, and I remember that. it's not that.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
Oh, like maybe the actual, like, time on those clocks, because that's the only way we know the time, isn't it? Maybe.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
But is that time the correct time?
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
Oh. I really like those two. I'm gonna be gutted if this is actually Gundham. Like, this is gonna piss me off.
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. I think if I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh no. Okay, logic dive. Oh, another logic dive! No! I lost so much HP on that one. I don't want another logic dive. I don't want it. Oh my god! Excuse me, why are you slowed down? Oh my god. Please! Why? Don't slow down, mate. Okay, question 1. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? The time in the building? I think. Yeah, okay. Oh god, I'm concentrating so hard right now. This is better than the other one with those shitty freaking things that popped out of nowhere. What? Oh my god, what the hell? Oh no. Oh my god. Oh. That is horrifying. Why? Question number 2. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks, I think. I think his couldn't be tampered with, but I think the building's clocks could be. I'm guessing... Oh, wait, I'm correct. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god. Wait. Okay, no, we're fine. I think. Stop it. No. Oh my god, why? Oh my god, what? For God's sake, what is that? Oh my god, these logic dives are getting worse. Oh my god. Oh. This is horrifying. Question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both? Potentially. Yeah, both. I didn't die. That was rough.
It's all coming together.
Kind of fun though. That one was kind of fun. The previous one can fuck off, but that one was kind of fun.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, because if you check them to each other, they would be correct, but actually, we don't know the actual time. And there was that alarm incident, wasn't there, where that alarm went off, so there's still something weird going on.
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
Well, we don't know that,
What if
though.
all those clocks have been messed with?
Yeah.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is what I mean. Like, whoever has done this is fucking intelligent. That is insane.
This is truly fantastic!
Of course, Nagato loves that. He's like, yes!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
We don't know. It's a good question. She's right. That's the main problem. I need to clarify about how much time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. Because we heard that bang, and we thought it was 5 a.m., didn't we? It's definitely the next mystery. I'm going to reach the truth in one go. Oh, are we? Okay. I love how he says this, and I'm like, am I? Okay. Right. Hang on a minute. Akane's account?
If the time in the build...
Sorry, very quickly. What was Akane's account again? Because she... Yeah, 5:30 AM, so she actually has a time in hers, so it might be hers.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Oops.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be? In our time.
Maybe that's
Are
what the
there any
bang
clues
was.
that can be used to narrow that down?
It might be the bang.
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Oh, that
It
could
would have been
be...
a great clue.
That could be Akane's. Okay, it might
Or
be
his
that.
scream.
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
We heard the bang though, didn't we?
There's no point in saying that. If does not exist in this world.
I think I know which one it is. How much did the killer adjust the time inside the building? How would I even figure that out?
If the time in the building
Right,
was
I
on,
think
then
I
we can only
know
rely...
which one it is.
Was clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be...
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah. Because it's the only one that's got a time on it, so it makes sense. So 2 hours.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Oh, interesting. So if the rumbling noise was actually 7:30, then if it was 2 hours before, then it would have been 9:30 when we actually discovered the body, I'm guessing. Because if we were 2 hours behind... No, is that right? So if it was 5... So if we thought it was 5 when it was actually 7:30, then it would have actually been 9:30 when we thought it was 7:30, so it actually would have been 9:30, yeah. So yeah, it would have been 9:30 when we discovered the body, so 2 hours. Which is why everyone was present. Like, we saw everyone in Strawberry House that would have been there because of the way the trap was set. Yeah.
Rumbling? I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it.
So that's what that was.
It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
If that rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 AM, then the answer to how much time was off was 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Oh, so Nekomaru was going there for the Tai Chi. That makes sense. I see, because Nekomaru was the only one that had the actual time. Oh, right, okay. Lure out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone,
Yeah,
right?
because he was the only one that had an accurate time.
From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they were trying to lure Nekomaru, then the specific thing was Monokuma Tai Chi, right?
See?
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Grape Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right?
Oh yeah, it was at 7 AM, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. But yeah, basically the Monokuma Tai Chi. That makes sense.
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
Yeah.
His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you know what's really devastating? Is he literally says himself, like, if he had just said something, like if he had just said, Nekomaru, where are you going? And Nekomaru had just gone, I'm going to Monokuma Taichi, this whole thing would have been avoided. It's obviously not Furihiko's fault. It's absolutely not his fault. But, like, it's just so devastating that one action, one thing could have prevented this. And that is so devastating. And I'm sure Furihiko is going to feel that way as well. Oh, that's so gutting. That's so gutting. Like, the thing is that they were absolutely starving. Like, no blame whatsoever to them. But oh my god, that is just knowing that, like, this could have been stopped. Oh, that just hurts.
At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Taichi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet. Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Taichi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
You meant everyone.
You said everyone.
Yeah.
You were including us, right?
Everyone.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Well, no, because it's not applicable because they set it so he would fall himself. So they could have just come back. So, not super applicable, I don't think.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Oh, it's Nagito, isn't it? But it's not him. Like, there's no way. It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Well, I mean, it's Nagito doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? But I don't think it's him.
You're the only one!
It's definitely not him. I'm not convinced at all.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundham, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
That's interesting. What rooms were him and Sonia in? Because I'm wondering if the rooms they were in were maybe soundproof or something. Because Sonia didn't hear it either. So she must have been in the equivalent of the other one. So what were they in? Like, what room types were they in? He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Isn't it like the nicest rooms? Like, didn't they have like the nicest rooms? And then didn't him... I want to say Nekomaru had the other one actually. So maybe like they were the rooms potentially? I can't remember who had the other fancy room in Strawberry House. I can't remember. Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but...
Who had that room? Who had the room? I want to know who had the fancy room in Strawberry House. Oh God, okay. Because if it's one of them who has an alibi, it means they weren't in their room already. And we know Furihiko wasn't because he was in the lounge. I'm pretty sure Kazuichi didn't. I don't know where Gundham was though. Oh!
It wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling sound were Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The secret, what do these three have in common? Could this also be the secret that points to the killer? Oh no. Oh, I don't know what it's... Oh no. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. We're gonna have to try a few things. Oh, okay, it does begin with a D. Okay. An X? I don't know where the fucking X is coming from. Oops. Okay, we're gonna have to guess a little bit here because I genuinely do not know. Okay, D-E. I don't think it's gonna be this. Nope. Oh, D-E-L? D-E-L? Okay, definitely not that. We're just taking some L's here. Nope. Nope. It's gonna be one of them, so we're just gonna keep guessing. Oh, deluxe! It's deluxe! That one. Oh, yes! No! Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, that is not. I needed that M, damn it. Okay, hang on. Oh shit, they're gonna collide. I don't care. And I need an S. Oh! Just give me another S quickly. There we go. Oh. I genuinely did not know what that word was. I was like, D-E-L. You can tell my Wordle's been really good.
Sonia and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right?
So who was the other deluxe room? I don't remember.
If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air
insulation. Oh my god. Did not even twig that. Wow, okay.
The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room is severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Feel like you're trying to be nice, but I'm just getting sarcasm and I don't appreciate it. Neither does he.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Who's the other person with the deluxe room? I don't remember.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, That fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Oh. Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. The killer among us. The killer who murdered Nekomaru. Oh, I don't remember! Right. I think, and this is legitimately only off Nagito going, I see, and the fact he's been acting a little bit weird, but also I think he had the other deluxe room. I'm not sure.
You're the only one!
Oh, please, no!
Gundham, there's something I want to ask you.
No! No! I don't want to play anymore. Not my boy! Gundham, no! Why? Oh! Oh, no!
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
But he had the other room, didn't he? I think he did.
How were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
Which means he wasn't in his room.
So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Oh, God, no! Oh.
Now that you mention it...
Gundham?
No! No, Sonia! We're about to go through so much pain, aren't we? Oh my god, Sonia. Oh my god. Oh, Gundham.
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
I've never wanted anything less in my life. Oh no! No, I'm so gutted right now. If it actually is him, I am so... It better not be.
Gundham, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Oh, he doesn't have an explanation, does he?
Gundham probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
Because he was in the lounge.
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Nekomaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest.
It's so wild, because if Gundham really is the killer, if he had just gone back to his room, we wouldn't have gotten to this point.
Oh my god.
The killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room.
Yeah.
They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But for example, though, I don't know why they never use the thing of, like, I went to the toilet. You know? Like, the toilets are downstairs, so if he was just like, I nipped out to go to the loo, so I heard it, why don't you just say something like that? Like, because the toilets are there. You can't prove or disprove that, to be fair. But Just saying. The toilets are not in their room, so why would you not just be like, I had to go to the loo? Because people have to go to the toilet in the middle of the night. It does happen. So it would have just been maybe a bit of a coincidence, but a logical explanation. But no one seems to ever use the toilet as an excuse in this game, but hey-ho.
Hey, what are you doing?
This raucous. It's louder than the supreme ruler of the netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice.
Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundham tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundham? Please, can you at least say something?
I am genuinely devastated right now. This isn't even funny. I'm like actually gutted. Like this, like oh my god.
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Yeah, it's not gonna work, mate. Oh.
Is that your argument?
They're not gonna go for that.
You bastard. Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the
never
bathroom.
mind.
By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
I was gonna say, I was literally just thinking, why does anyone ever use the bathroom as an excuse? And there you go. Gundham! Gundham!
That's right. That's
Let's see how they
all
explain it away.
was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
I mean, it is an explanation though, you know.
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out.
Yeah, still doesn't believe
Well,
him.
you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundham is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Or are we gonna get into this now? Are we getting into this now because we need to?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundham's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundham!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the grape house side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at grape house.
Well, we know there's the trapdoor in Grape House, though, don't we, that goes to Strawberry?
For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing, which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
We can, though, because of the trapdoor. I want to not be able to, but we can't. That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, when a contradiction is born, there's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. Oh, which one is it gonna be? It must, alright, let's see.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Okay, we know that's not true, so it must be that.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
Which is true.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Oh, there we go, that's the one.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
So we're definitely
Why don't
absorbing
we
secret
stop this
passage.
already?
Because we know that's true. Now I need to remember how to absorb. Contradiction is when something's obviously wrong, there's no contradiction I can't shoot through. I'm gonna find out what it is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I'll shoot through the contradiction. Right, what was the absorby one again? Can't remember. I can't remember what the absorby one was.
The only means of travel between the two houses.
I know it's that, but I can't remember what the
As long as
absorby
that
button
elevator was
is.
broken, your assumption collapses.
I'll see if I can figure it out.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Since I was at there's no question that the
It would have been different
I think
if
it's over
There was
here.
a secret.
Oh no, not that one. Not that one. This. There. Oh wait, it's that one.
How much
Oh,
longer
got it.
do you plan to lecture me?
Right, it's definitely this,
Why
I
don't we
think.
stop this already?
I'm convinced. Right. Okay, I think I know which one it is.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
No, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
that one screamed out to me, that one did. Some of these, it takes me a while, but that one, I know about the secret
There
passage.
should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
They're really just going for this today, aren't they? Well, we know Nagito did, so where is he? There he is. The sassy
the only
bitch
one.
over here.
Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Oh, I love that.
However,
Oh,
what if the
no.
killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
They would have known because that's how they knew about the layout to make the whole trap in the first
That
place.
is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Oh.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
Oh, it's him. It's so him.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Good old Hulk quote. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, none of these seem super likely, but okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
Oh
you
god.
could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However,
What?
how frail I say.
Oh god, these are so tiny to hit. Oh god, these are really
Shall I
difficult to
feed
hit.
you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
He probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it too. The key which dwells in the light that will break through the darkness.
Drown in the maelstrom of blind
Allow me to cut through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
Yeah, makes sense.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon.
And then on top of that, they needed to know the layout and everything.
There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Oh.
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Oh?
Hey, what do you... First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundham tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator
He's trying
was
to take
probably
over being the main
broken by that
character.
point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundham was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And, without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show the desperation that clearly they'd gotten to. And it's understandable, but it doesn't make it okay, obviously.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundham successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Oh! Oh!
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Always baited him.
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Damn! Oh my god, okay. He so did it! Oh my god! Why? Fuck's sake!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Oh god, you're gonna make me do the time thing, aren't you? Ugh.
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundham. You're the one who's wrong.
He is the one who's wrong. Why?
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Oh god, I can't remember what. I can't remember.
Let you.
I can't remember how to do it. Wait. Oh god, lock on. Oh god. I was like, okay.
Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither.
Oh god, I'm hit. I'm missing everything.
David prophesied. Show me the cadaver. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire!
I'm so shit at this.
Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire!
So crap.
Wither.
I hate this fucking thing. What's the one that you can press? You can press it. Oh, there you go. That's the one where you can just do this.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Oh.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither. Crushed as David prophesied!
Oh,
Do you really think I can get behind him so
Shit!
easily?
Dark Devas, no, I did the wrong way. It's the 4. It's the 4.
I won't let you.
fucked up. I fucked up.
For the Tanaka Empire!
I missed the.
Wither.
God damn it.
Crushed as David prophesied!
Right. The 4
Do
Dark
you really
Devas.
think I can get behind?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
This one just fucking sucks. Like, not that it's not been a good trial, it's been a good trial, but this one just genuinely sucks to do. Oh.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Yeah.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come for you to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. It pressed the button? Truly, this is the skyline lamentation art of the demon mouse. Soon, the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
Oh.
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Oh.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own two hands.
Okay. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, so got out of bed. Oh, so it looks like they actually may have battled, actually. Oh, so that's probably that one. Oh, that's that. No. Oops. Oh, that's hung the loop. Okay. So hang on. It's fake weapon. That one. Oh. That one maybe? Yeah. Okay. Then so not that. That's probably nearer to the end, I think. That? And then okay. Oh. Is there any more at the beginning? Oh yeah, here. Who was in the lounge? He was, right? And then who set the clock? No. No. That doesn't fit there, okay. What are we missing? Oh, here. Fake weapon. I don't think we've quite got that yet. And then who heard the rumble? Oh. Oh, wait. This one? No. Oh, wait. Hajime. That was Hajime. Yeah. And then okay, so the fake weapon is this. And then this one. Who set the that one? There
Here's
we go.
everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
Like, I'm like seriously impressed. Like Gundham is fucking smart, man.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck.
Oh.
This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died.
Oh.
The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundham Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already.
Oh my god. Genuinely. I can't cope with this.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth.
Oh my god, I can't say what we're thinking. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. Please.
Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundham Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Ow! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Oh. I still keep hoping it's not going to be him. I still just keep hoping.
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right. The one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundham Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish just yet until we hear from Gundham.
Jeez.
Huh. No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to the one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing.
Correct?
How?
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. Then I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the fun house. And I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. Oh, this looks like such a cool animation. I should say that I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation, and we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me.
Huh?
If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great line.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the warlock, Gundham Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid!
Why do I want to cry? I'm tearing up. I genuinely just want to cry.
In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaro need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell
However,
you this.
I must say this. What's the point in living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There is nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait! Are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that... Oh my god, his little...
Fall, my dear, stop it! You can make me cry!
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life! That is just an insult to life itself!
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog?
Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing is for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity. Are you saying that all... Are you saying all that just to try and justify what you did?
But
it sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That's why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Wow, this trial really went where I did not think it was gonna go. Like, it's interesting though that Nekomaru went along with the fight. Like, I did think that potentially that was kind of in his nature, which I guess is why I sort of said earlier, like, maybe this was part of the plan he was part of, which obviously it wasn't, but that he would choose to fight instead of just running away is very much him. And so I think that, like, it's just a really sad situation because it feels so avoidable, but also how much longer could they really have kept on going like this before something happened? So it's like they were forced into a really impossible situation, and I can see why it ended up this way. I think out of all the deaths that we've had so far, this one is definitely the one where you're like, they didn't really have a choice. Like, this was gonna happen regardless. And yeah, it's just sad though. Like, it's really sad.
Fall, my tears.
Stop saying that! But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
And it makes sense why he acted as well, because everyone was giving up, and he definitely is one of those where, like, he acts, you know? It's one of those things where, like, I'm not even, like, mad at him for doing it. Like, I do get it, but it still just sucks, you know?
Oh, that belief is why you committed your crime. Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that, well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance.
Gundham, don't tell me that you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name
Just
is
who-
Gundham Tanaka.
I can't deal with this trial. This, out of every single one that we've had in this game, in both games, I genuinely think this might be the most devastating. I genuinely think it might be. If I was going to rank it, this would definitely be one of the most devastating for me. This, oh god, I don't even want to see the execution. I don't even want to see it. It's going to be horrifying, isn't it? I don't want it. Oh my god. Just who do you think I am? I am Gundham Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundham Tanaka.
Please wait!
Please wait. This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundham.
Huh?
Miss Sonia,
I beg of
please. Oh,
How pitiful.
Sonia, an act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundham.
It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes. I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark devas of destruction?
Oh my god. Sorry, animals are my weaknesses. Like, anything to do with animals getting hurt or, like, anything, I like, instantly tear up. So...
Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all.
Oh my god, I'm already crying! Oh my god, no!
However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor.
I'm sorry, crying! Oh my god.
I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness.
I'm fucking devastated. This is awful.
That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundham Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
This is not... Oh my god. Oh, what is that? Oh. Oh. What? Oh no! He's not going to heaven! Oh my god! Oh my god, they move faster than him! This has ruined me! Why? Oh my god, no! That is fucking devastating. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, for God's sake. Oh my god. And the fact he went to heaven as well. Oh, you can say whatever you want. He did do it for everyone. I think he wanted to live, of course, which is why he didn't make it easy. Because I think he, like, with, like, Nekomaru, he, like, appreciated the battle and things like that. And I think he wanted everyone to fight for life. And I think that's why he did it. Because if everyone had truly given up, he could have gotten to go home. But everyone was still fighting, and that's why he acted, because everyone was beginning to give up. This one, oh, this actually might be my most devastating. Genuinely, this one, oh my god. I don't think one of these is, have I cried at one of, I think I have. I've like really teared up a few times now, but I don't think I've full on like cried. Oh my god, that was devastating. Sonia. Sonia. No, no. Even after Gundham is gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? Then what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! Sorry, my voice broke. I'm so devastated right now. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn it!
You all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit. Every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh, it's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and breathe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundham will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he'll be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey! So, how long are you guys gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so it's okay for you to hurry back over to Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Wait! Hold on! How much longer are you gonna keep doing this?
Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a sec, that mood shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundham and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? Oh! She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey, then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want. Right? And then, let's do our best again.
Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trials come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. Thank God, that funhouse can fuck off. The size of our group has definitely diminished, but despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. And of course, our optimism, it was only superficial, but at that moment we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. I have a horrible feeling the next chapter's gonna be about him, because it's focused a lot on him during this trial and his shift in mood massively. So I think he's gonna act, like, soon. So I'm keeping my eyes on him because he might be the one who's done it.
Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette.
Oh, wait, what? Oh!
Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file just had Hajime's information.
Well...
Fuck does that mean? Oh, is it the traitor? Does he know who the traitor is? Stop. Oh my god, he knows who the traitor is, doesn't he? Oh shit, the next episode is gonna be fucking wild. I'm excited. Oh my god. He knows who the fucking traitor. Oh, he's so acting in the next. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is gonna be insane. Oh, I can't wait.
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
Damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once.
Oh, he's so acting. Holy shit.
Once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Oh my god.
Appears!
All right, Monokuma's arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight, too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see.
Oh, that voice.
I see, so you can tell. Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Well.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately
Oh, okay, he hasn't learned that. I thought he'd learned it.
I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even though you don't know, looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So, why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey.
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received, but isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope's Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But...
if this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be... is this your doing? Did you slip false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
that's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Her existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through all this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make sure everyone in your group feels the despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what the situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Is it Makoto? It's gonna be Makoto.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person, they must be extremely unlucky. But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know?
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that can even be called the ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
There's one more thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting?
Oh, damn. We must be getting close to this, right? We must be getting somewhat close. Five days left. Holy shit. We're getting close. It may not be the next chapter, but maybe the one after that. We're finally going to find out about this freaking thing. Damn. Oh. Oh my god. Barely anyone left. Oh. So depressing. Hell, how daring. Oh, his little earring. Oh, I didn't get to finish all the interactions with him either. God damn it. Oh, man. What an absolutely devastating trial. That hurt. That one was really, really sad. Because I think that Gundham, even though he said he wasn't, I do think he was acting in everyone's interest. Like, he wanted to basically bring back everyone's hope and fight. And I think that was something that was really important to him. And I think Nekomaru knew that as well. And that's why he engaged in the battle. And he knew that someone was going to have to die. for things to change, because they were in such an impossible situation that there really was not a way out of it unless someone did die and the scenario ended. I'm absolutely gutted that it was him, but I will just say I was really impressed by his cunning. I think, like, literally it was two things. If Furihiko hadn't been sat in that lounge, which was such a coincidence, if he didn't have a deluxe room, which obviously he knew about the soundproofing, but if he had just chosen another room, that same again would have been a big thing that wouldn't have indicated him, because he could have been there. And yeah, like, I think it was and if he had just like hidden instead, but they probably would have found him, but they didn't check the deluxe room, so he actually probably would have gotten away with that. But it was such a set of devastating coincidences that really just added up to like a really sad trial. Like, that was genuinely sad. It was very sad. However, what's interesting that we've come out of that trial with is the Nagito stuff, which is definitely setting up for the next chapter. The next chapter is going to be about him. 100%. It has to be. And I have my theories about what's going to happen, because I think he basically wants to use himself to be the ultimate hope, but he wants to take the traitor with him. So he is going to want to find out who this traitor is. And out of everyone left, it's really narrowing down to who it could be. Because, like, he didn't say Hajime, so I think Hajime is something else going on. I don't necessarily think Hajime's the traitor, although that would be an interesting twist, but I don't think he will be. I think Akane, there's absolutely no way. There's just no way. Kazuichi, I also doubt, and Furihiko, maybe. Furihiko, potentially. He is quite intelligent, but he has definitely been playing on everyone's side since, and I think it would be unlikely to be him, but if someone was smart enough, he definitely would be an option. Sonia as well, she's definitely very, very smart, and I think she would be a good option for someone having done it, but I still don't believe it is her. And then Chiaki. And to be fair, with Chiaki, we don't really know a lot about her, but she is always trying to push everyone forward and to everyone to keep going. And she does kind of have that role in the team of, like, she is kind of keeping everyone's hopes up, and she really makes them, like, stop and think about things. And it makes me wonder if she's doing that to try and push all of this going forward. So I'm really hoping it's not her, but out of all of them, she is one of the more likely ones, to be fair. Like, just with the role that she plays with Hajime and everything, it's just very likely. And also the fact that her and Nagito, I have said before, I do think there is going to become a thing between them of, like, those two don't get on, and they suss each other out, and I think that they like counteract each other in a way. So I think even if it's not her, I think he's gonna suspect her, and it'll definitely be interesting to see if he tries to either murder them or he tries to set them up or something. But I definitely think that Nagito is going to be involved in the next murder, like, for sure. He has to be involved in it. So I'm going to be really interested to know how this is going to be set up, because yeah, his tone and mood completely shifted in this trial, and it was so startling that it was just like, what the fuck is going on? So yeah, I think overall though, this was a really strong trial. I really enjoyed this one. I think that had a lot of twists and turns, showed how smart Gundham was. I think obviously there were a couple of slip-ups, but I think that he probably could have gone away with this. Like, he did really well. And I think that, the thing about him sacrificing himself, I don't think it was necessarily that. I think he wanted everyone to get their fight back, and if they hadn't fought for it, then I think he obviously wanted to go home. You know, the thing with hamsters fucking broke me. Who's gonna look after the 4 Dark Nevices of Destruction now? Someone better look after them, because oh my god, and the way you just like put them to one side, and then also the fact that like it was so ironic, his death, and I think that was the way it was meant to be. It was so ironic that like his power thing didn't work. He then got killed by the animals that he loves and took care of and stuff, because he like loved those animals, and then he got taken to heaven. Like, even though he like thought he embraced the darkness because he had been so good all his life, he got taken to heaven, and I was just like, oh my god. He deserved that, and then they move fasted him at the end, and I was like, don't do this to us, please. Oh my god. But anyways, I'm really excited for the next chapter. I genuinely think this is going to amp up into like an insane chapter next, so I'm excited to find out what's going to happen, but God knows. All I know is it's definitely going to be about Nagito, 100%, and hopefully we're going to find out more about Hajime as well, because yeah, we're really just sort of waiting at this point to find out more, and I want to see what the next island and stuff looks like, so yeah, we'll definitely have to find out. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Danganronpa content on this channel. The next part will be up very, very soon. I do apologize for the gaps in the uploads and stuff. I've just had a lot going on and a lot of games I've been playing and stuff, but I want to finish this first before I pick up a new game. So between this and some of the other games I'll be playing, I'll be trying to finish them first and then I'll pick up something new. But yes, so yeah, don't forget as well, I have a Discord, I have Twitter, I have TikTok and all that stuff. It's all in the description down below. Thanks for watching, everyone, and yeah, let me know what you thought of this trial, because I need to go and cry more, because good